Good news students, today we have to enter another new model design of DC machines. How much importance of AC, so DC machines are also plays very important role in high starting torque conditions. It may be in industrial applications, it may be in electric traction. The DC machines used for industrial drives have major three parts: field system, armature and commutator. Always field system is stationary, hence it is also known as stator, because the field system remains stationary. It mainly includes main poles, interpoles and yoke or frame of the machine. The function of main poles are designed to produce the required amount of magnetic flux, because in modern days almost all electrical machines are electromagnetic type, because huge amount of magnetism can be produced. The interpoles are located between main poles. The main function of interpoles is to improve the commutation conditions. The frame or body or yoke, it provides the mechanical support to the electrical machines. It also designed with low reluctance path to provide better magnetic flux or better magnetic circuit. The armature is a rotating part, hence it is also known as a rotor in case of DC machine. It is a cylindrical structure which is mounted on the shaft. Outer periphery, on outer periphery the armature slots are punched. These armature slots houses the armature windings. The armature winding may be later on, it may be lap winding, it may be wave winding as per the design considerations. These armature windings are accommodated in the armature slots. The main conversion of energy from mechanical energy to electrical energy or electrical energy to the mechanical energy, because the same machine can be used as a motor, the same machine can be used as a generator, hence the conversion of energy takes place in the armature winding. The commutator is mounted aside the armature core. Here the number of commutator segments are almost equal to the number of armature conductors. Each armature conductor is connected to separately each commutator segment. The commutator and brush arrangement works like a mechanical dual converter. In case of DC generator, it rectifies the induced AC voltage and converts into DC. It will act as a rectifier. In case of motor, we are supplying the DC current to the commutator, hence it inverts DC supply to AC. That means it converts the DC supply from commutator to the AC or in armature circuit. The next part, output equation. We are already knowing in earlier classes. The output equation gives the relation between main dimension and speed of the machine. The main dimensions of the DC machines are diameter of armature diameter capital D and armature core length capital L are the main dimensions. So we have to review the output equation. Power developed in the armature PA equal to C naught D square L N, where C naught is output coefficient, N is speed of the armature in RPS. Output coefficient C naught equal to pi square B average, that is specific magnetic loading, AC specific electric loading into 10 to the power of minus 3. Next, maximum gap density, that should be equal to B average by Kf or approximately equal to B average by Xi. Xi should be equal to, later on we will see. Hence, the given problem, if B average is given, you can use the equation 2. If Bg is given, you can use equation 4 to calculate the output coefficient. That is only one important factor. Another important factor, power developed by the armature, PA is different from the rated power output. Hence, whether the given DC machine is a motor, whether given machine is a DC generator. If it is generator, then PA should be equal to P divided by efficiency. You have to use. If it is given machine is a motor, then PA should be equal to P. Next very important part, choice of specific magnetic loading. It is sometimes directly asked, write a short note or briefly discuss the factors affecting on choice of magnetic loading and choice of electric loading for 8 marks in examination. The choice of specific magnetic loading depends on the following: flux density in teeth, frequency of flux reversals and size of the machine. First you give the list, you may eligible to get 2 marks. Number 1, flux density in teeth. If the higher value of flux density is used, then higher flux density in teeth. That results, it increases a field MMF. This increased field MMF results an increased iron loss or copper loss. Hence, cost of the copper winding increases. Hence, the cost of the machine also increases. Hence, the selection of B average should be such that flux density in the root of teeth does not exceed 2.2 Webers per meter square. Number 2, frequency of flux reversals. It is directly proportional to B average. You have to remember the relation directly or indirectly. Then you can construct 2 lines. It is directly related to B average. Hence, if we are using the higher values of B average, which results more frequency of flux reversals or high frequency of flux reversals. This results an increased iron loss in the armature or core. Hence, we have to select lower value of B average to keep the frequency of flux reversals some safer value. Size of machine. The higher value of B average results an increased size of the machine. As the diameter of D increases, width of the teeth also increases. Hence, such a value of B average should be used, concentrated on size of machine and saturation limit. The value of Bg varies between 0.55 to 1.15 or B average 0.4 to 0.8 Webers per meter square. If the data are missing, you have to remember 0.4 to 0.8 Webers per meter square can be used. Next important factor is choice of specific electric loading. The choice of specific electric loading depends on the following factors. Number 1, temperature rise, speed of the machine, voltage, size of machine, armature reaction and commutation. So, you make the list, again you are eligible to get 2 marks. Number 1, two lines you can explain. Number 1, temperature rise. The selection of AC mainly depends on temperature rise of the machine. Hence, if your selection is of higher value of AC, which results higher temperature rise in windings, then higher temperature rise you have to go for type of insulation and cooling technique and type of enclosure. Hence, if it is more necessary, then you can go for selection of higher value of AC. That means more current is flowing through the conductor. Conductors has to carry more current. Hence, larger conductor size is required to carry the high current. Hence, depending upon the rating of machine, a suitable AC can be used. Next, speed of the machine. The selection of AC also depends upon speed of machine, that is directly proportional. If we are using higher value of AC, then naturally the speed of the machine is also high. If the speed of machine is high, then it gives or it provides the better heat dissipating properties, that is better cooling properties. Hence, the higher value of AC is also restricted by the temperature rise and mechanical considerations of machine, then how much speed should be selected, but it is restricted by mechanical constraints of the machine. The selection of AC also depends upon the voltage rating of machine. Generally, it is observed that in high voltage machines, large space is required for insulation. Hence, the less space is available for conductors. Hence, in larger rating machines, the space required for conductor is less. Therefore, lower values of AC is best choice or preferable. Next, the size of machines. The selection of AC also depends upon size of machines. In larger size of machines, it is easier to space or more space is available for accommodation of conductors. Hence, lower values of specific electric loadings can be used, but in larger machines, space availability for conductor is possible depending upon that. Armature reaction, hence it is also directly proportional. Higher values of AC, higher values of armature reaction effects. Hence, we have to select such a value of AC which provides lower value of armature reaction. Hence, best we have to go for lower values of AC. Another counter effect to reduce the armature reaction, we have to use the high value of field MMF. We have to design high value of field MMF, but it increases the cost of machine. Hence, depending upon field MMF and AC is more choice or considerable factors to keep the armature reaction in certain limitation. Commutation is another factor. The selection of AC also depends upon commutation of electrical machine. It is directly proportional to specific electric loading. The higher values of AC results worst commutation conditions of electrical machine. Hence, to keep the better commutation condition, we have to select lower values of AC. Hence, briefly we have discussed this one. You practice today itself, you practice, then it is very easier to go for tomorrow first type problems on main dimensions. 1 or 2 problems we have to discuss. Later on, you only interested. One problem gives 8 marks. These problems are very easy as consideration to a synchronous machine as well as induction machines. Thank you.